All rules for summer fishing to help you catch more fish. Fishing in spring and autumn is known for no fixed rules because the fish are active and there are various fishing methods. The fish activity can differ from one day to the next, but both seasons are peak fishing periods. Summer is different. It is a typical off-season for fishing, so the fishing strategy is quite simple, or rather, there are clear patterns. For example, fish often surface in many weather conditions, and only a few areas have active fish. This is one of the patterns. 1. Heat. Hot weather and high water temperatures are important reasons why fishing is difficult. All fish have an optimal water temperature range. Beyond this range, their activities will be restricted. In low temperatures, fish become stiff and move slowly. High temperatures are more dangerous. Excessively high water temperatures can cause fish to die quickly. Water temperature is related to water depth. Shallow water heats up quickly and has a high temperature. Therefore, shallow areas with abundant food can easily exceed the optimal temperature range for fish, making them afraid to enter these high temperature areas. Most of the time, fish cannot enter shallow water to forage because of the heat. If they don't forage, how can you catch them? This also indicates several points. Summer fishing requires careful selection of weather, and fish do not refuse to eat, but cannot eat. 2. Rain. When the weather conditions are suitable, the fish activity will be completely different. High temperatures prevent fish from staying in shallow water for a long time, but what if the shallow water becomes cool? When they want to eat but can't in high temperatures, won't they eat a lot when the water temperature cools down? This is why fish often bite fiercely when the weather is suitable, even though they are hard to catch at other times. It is said that fishing is difficult in summer, but aren't all the big fish recorded in anglers' history caught in summer? The most suitable weather for summer fishing is rainy days, and there is even a saying that don't go out if it doesn't rain. However, it still depends on the target fish. For silver carp and bighead carp, it is probably difficult to catch them on rainy days, because the cool rain makes them move out of the shallow water layer. The water layer where silver carp and bighead carp are active varies with rainfall, temperature, and other conditions, making it very difficult to find their lair. In addition, rain is often accompanied by wind, which makes it difficult to form fishing spots for silver carp and bighead carp. 3. Cloudy. On rainy days, it is easier to choose a fishing spot, because it is the time when various fish enter shallow water to forage, and the location related to food will not be bad. If it doesn't rain but you still want to go fishing, you must pay attention to whether there is flowing water. Inlets, sluice gates, etc., but these places are often closely related to rain. The more comfortable location is the shaded area under the bridge, which is a gathering place for anglers, and there are often more people than fish. The shaded area under the bridge is large, and as the sun moves, most of the area remains shaded, becoming an area with suitable water temperature and dissolved oxygen, so it is more likely to have fish. The reason why anglers gather here is actually that it is not exposed to the sun, and they won't get heat stroke even if they can't catch fish. 4. Bait. In summer, the fish activity is poor, but the bait used is relatively diverse, which seems inconsistent with the fishing off-season. In fact, it is not. Just because it is difficult to catch fish, and even don't know which fish is easy to catch today, why not bring more kinds of bait? Fish whatever you can catch, so the bait used is more diverse. Don't pursue big fish. As long as you don't return empty-handed and don't get sunburned, you will be satisfied. Here, I want to remind all anglers that they must bring enough water when going fishing in summer, and no amount is too much. Generally speaking, it is mainly to bring some grain-based bait with original flavor, which is effective for catching various fish. But considering that there may be many small fish, it is better to bring some tender corn. If it is found that it is difficult to catch big fish, you must bring earthworms to catch crucian carp, which are large in number. If it is really not possible, you can also catch yellow catfish. Finally, to summarize, fish in summer do not refuse to eat, but the temperature of shallow water is often too high, making them unable to eat. Fish are actually not difficult to catch when the time is right, so don't go out blindly. Author profile: I am a self-media blogger who loves fishing and is good at sharing. Follow me, and let's exchange fishing skills and discuss every bit of wild fishing for anglers. Give a like, collect, and follow to avoid getting lost in the next update.